I mean, I've said it, and it's probably a clumsy way of expressing it. I've said that he irritates me. He irritates me because he insults people's intelligence. And whilst he is a football operator and has a damn sight more football nous than I do, my eyes don't betray me. I can see a Manchester United team that aren't playing very well. So when a manager comes out, and I price in, I bake into my thinking that he's got to do an element of protectionism. He can't go the whole hog because he's got a group of highly paid prima donnas that can't cope with it. So he has to balance the expectations of a dressing room that he's trying to manage against the media demands. But when he makes ridiculous assertions about the football club and the performances that you've just watched, it makes his credibility come into play. And then when he doesn't back it up with results, you're then in a situation where you become naysayers about the manager and what he's doing.
This content for the first time, please do me that kind of favor. Strike the like button, very, very important. Subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. One more time, strike the like button. It doesn't take more than 1 or 2 seconds to strike the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. It doesn't take you a lot to do that too. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. Yes, Eric, you can't be doing what you're doing. Like, the defense you're putting up is farcical. I won't go as much as what Simon Jordan just said before this, saying irritates him. I think, like I said, it's a bit clumsy, but I understand the context of Simon Jordan saying Eric Ten Hag irritates him. It's not personal, but Eric Ten Hag is gaslighting the fan base and gaslighting journalists. We can see that the football being played by Manchester United is poor. It is piss poor. It's not sustainable. It's counter-attack. It's erratic. It's spontaneous. There's no structure or maintenance to the way Manchester United play. Their midfield is so easily penetrable, very impregnable, very, very lazy and lethargic. And it's not sustainable. And journalists are beginning to lose respect. Fans are beginning to lose respect for Eric Ten Hag. That's just a fact. Because you cannot be manipulating what you're saying. Eric Ten Hag is trying to tell us that what you're saying is not what you're saying. Like, no. That's another level of delusion and gaslighting. Even the first season when he came third and won the Carling Cup, if you scrutinize that season properly, you could tell he was getting out of jail with the odd goal from Rashford and Casemiro sporadically. The performances were not there, they were not sustainable, even though they won the Carling Cup. It was his first season, but you could tell that those performances were not sustainable. And Rashford was on form. In the second season, which was last season, look at the horrible showing in the Champions League. Bottom of the league, considered a lot of shots and goals, bundled out in the group stage. Look at the league, had -1 goal difference. After 38 games, Manchester United had their worst league position and showing in the Premier League history. Premier League, not the league, Premier League, and had -1 goal difference. That was pathetic, unacceptable by the standard of that club. I'm not here to throw Manchester United fans. Let's just have a civil and rational conversation. As much as I understand those who want to support Eric, give him a third season, bring in a structure, but he's not giving you anything to work with, especially when he's trying to gaslight what you're saying and say what you're not saying. We are saying something different. He's saying something different. And the fact that Eric Ten Hag has the nerve to argue like a fan that we've won 2 trophies. We are behind Manchester City. We're the team that won 2 trophies. That is ludicrous. That is dangerous. See, fans can, even though I don't subscribe to fans being delusional, right? Fans can get away with it. When a manager begins to be delusional like that, I'm sure the sporting directors, the CEOs, they might not come up publicly to say it. They're looking at Eric sideways like, yo, what are you saying? Even though you won the Carling Cup in your first season and your second season you won the FA Cup, those are icing on the cake. But the cake is the Premier League. The league shows whether you're progressing or retrogressing. But also you throw the cups away. The cups are just side quote-unquote distractions. They are good bragging rights for the fans. But any rational, sensible fan understand the true measure of progress or retrogress is the league. 38 games. With the cups, you can be lucky. Luck of the draw. Bad performance from the opposition on that day. You can be lucky. But when it comes to the league, that is the true measure. We know that, see, That's why I say fans can get away with it, bragging about the cups, even though they have had a poor season. We saw during the summer when Manchester United fans were telling Arsenal fans they had a better season because Arsenal didn't win no trophy. Even though we came second, and we had a viable, competitive. How would I put it? We competed aggressively with Manchester City, but they are telling us, "But we didn't win no trophy. They had a better season." That's just banter. They know if you take the cameras away, pull them aside in private, they know that Arsenal had a better season than Manchester United, regardless of the gloss of a trophy. But when a manager begins to sound like a fan, a delusional fan, a fan bantering on a panel, it becomes very unattainable and dangerous. And Eric pushing back to journalists that because he won a Carling Cup in the first season and an FA Cup in the second season, that those are alarm bells. Because we are watching the performances last season, they were piss poor. Now there's a fresh new season, 3 games gone. They won against Fulham, they lost against Brighton, and they lost against Liverpool, their arch rivals, in a diabolical way. The performance was not just there. And he has brought in his players. It's been 3 years there. The players he has brought in are not actually helping his case. So no matter how much you want to give him time and support him, is he showing you anything tangible, sustainable for you to believe in Eric Ten Hag? Aside from sentiment, what is the practical evidence that Eric Ten Hag can turn this around? Now, after international break, they play Southampton. They should be beating Southampton. That's an easy game. But once they meet decent teams, do you trust Eric Ten Hag to actually weather the storm that is brewing at Manchester United at the moment? I don't think so. Because he's believing his own lie. He's beginning to believe his own lie. So for me, even though you won the FA Cup, which is fair, that is the icing on the cake. The cake is the league. And in the league, Eric Ten Hag is not showing any sign of competition. He's not looking great. I don't think Manchester United can afford to, for the second time, right? They lost the last season. They lost out. They didn't make it the top 4, so they are not in the Champions League. Another season out of the Champions League will not be good for the brand and the finances of Manchester United. 3 points out of possible 9. It is not a horrible start because it's just 3 games, right? It's not a horrible start. Let's not overly exaggerate it. But the signs and the rhetoric coming from the manager are not healthy. It's not doom and gloom. Let's not exaggerate it. 3 points from 9 points is not great. I accept. It's not good by Manchester United standards, but it's not horrible. But it's the rhetoric coming from Manchester United manager's mouth that is actually very, very precarious and dangerous. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're a Manchester United fan, are you still for Eric Ten Hag or you are looking at him with side eye? Let me know what you think. So you guys, on your way out, do me that kind of favor, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Let me know what you think about Eric Ten Hag in the comment section. So I'm not hating. I just had excuse me, an objective breakdown while I think Eric Ten Hag days are numbered at Manchester United. If you turn it around, fair game. I don't think you will turn it around, but if you believe you can still turn it around, let me know what is giving you that encouragement in the comment section. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.